Morning. Wednesday again. And, well, I'll run round a few things with you. Right, first thing I'm going to say is, I said there were an issue with Anglia. Well, the chap that owned it has sadly passed away. So, I mean, I've been in touch. Well, his sister's been in touch with me, so we know where land lies with that one. But it's still come as a bit of a shock, because I think he were only in his 40s. You know, probably mid-40s or something. I don't know 100%, but that's where I would have had him down as. So it does make a bit of a change. So you don't get things like that come along very often. It's such a shame, because it's not finished. It's not far off that car, but there's there's a fair bit of work as is in them all now, because whatever you do with him, all there seems to be a fight as I've gone over. I mean, I'm in Victor now, and I thought I'll get it at Victor, because I'm going to just take it out just to Endert Road. I ain't driven it yet, so we'll go down to Endert Road. We're just perched on the side there and see what you think. And but it's like with this one, I mean, this has been a stall after a stall after a stall after a stall all the time regarding like issues, you know, like I'm chasing bit. I mean, now I'm just to finish exhaust stuff. I put a new muffler in the middle, and just to finish exhaust, I need a few bends for back just to get me up back over to old section at back. And I'm waiting. Everything's ordered. You can't just go get stuff anymore. And I keep going on about this, but it's put me in a position now where, well, to be honest, I don't even think I'm going to put a car up for sale as done for somebody, because I just ain't got any control. And it's like a bit unnerving, you know. I mean, I know there's issue with Anglia that's come along. I know I had that MG that went out and chap had a stroke. He's never driven it. Now I've got to dispose of that with family. I mean, these things happen, you know, and I mean, they're not best to news, but it does happen. So, well, just made me think a little bit, and I think, well, the only seriously road for me on is obviously just do a car, and if I want to do a car, and I suppose I can sell it to Endert or auction it, and I mean, I have a couple to do for my daughters, so there's plenty for you to see, you know, but we're definitely going down a road where I can see demise of it coming, because this part thing is getting worse, and there's no infrastructure in Classic World. Your shops, your engine shops, your machine shops are vanishing. I've gone over this ground a million times with you, but I mean, like this one over there, I had to work on, I had to do front brake adjust. I mean, I've got the brakes, it's got brakes, got a new master cylinder, it's got all new wheel cylinders all around, all new pipes, new flexes, everything is totally brand new on the brake. And I had to just adjust adjusters up front, and what a struggle. What a struggle for me to do them, to free them up and get them working. And but I couldn't see anybody else having experience or knowledge. I mean, it took me hours and hours and hours to sort it out, but I sorted it. I mean, the brakes still have a bit of air in, but it's like my vacuum bleeder. I mean, there's another issue that I'm going to go on about, is because I've had a vacuum bleeder. I wanted some seals for it, unavailable. What do you mean unavailable? You know, what are you talking about? Why are they unavailable? Finished up, they've had to send me 2 new tubs, and they've sent to me free of charge of sealer, like, but why, you know, they're in brake fluid, and the seals swell and stretch and get into the wrong place, and then you can't get a vacuum, so I just can't really understand it. And as I've just said, like, your machine shops, I mean, your parts are getting harder to come by. We had to have some springs sorted out for this to get it out of trouble. I've still a few bits and niggles and bits and pieces yet to go, but, you know, I'm just starting to wonder, because it's so difficult, so difficult, it's unbelievable. But anyhow, come on, let's go along. I tell you what, let's take it for a run. And I haven't been out in it, so I've driven it backwards and forwards, but I ain't driven down the road, so let's find out what happens, eh? Oh, she's straight there anyway. Handbrake, fine, won't pull off with handbrake on, so I've got a good handbrake. It's been something a bit different for you. It's, what time is it? Let me see if I see the clock. 5 o'clock in the morning, so you're coming out down the road with me. I'm only going down the road with you. Still on a bit of joke. It drives nice. Maybe the door might be not shut properly. Better. Oh, it drives lovely. Oh, you can hear. There's a bit of a rattle on this door, but that's just a latch adjust. Right, young rabbit there. Now we've got a bit of air in brakes and give that a bit of a pump, but I'll get back end right up at air. It'll be up at back. I mean, same as I've told you before, everything's completely new, so this is something a bit different for you on Workshop Wednesday. A run down road in FB Victor that you've seen come along. 25 mile an hour there. Nice space gearbox this, we're in top. Still on choke a bit like, but I'll go them down a few times. It runs lovely. Sometimes this has been driven. What a lovely quiet gearbox. Everything's nice. Yeah, brakes are down at bottom. We've obviously got a bit of air. I mean, I've just put it back into first then. I don't know why. I think it should have set off in second. Get choke out of the way. It's creeping up temp now. I mean, this car, I mean, I've had to put radiator to have it recalled, not anticipated, because I'd sold this to a chap and I'd agreed to do so much work, but I'd ended up doing way over whatever to get it to what I class as an acceptable standard. But I mean, but this is nice, this is lovely. You know, there's nothing wrong with this. It ain't got a squeak, it ain't got a, well, it's got a rattle on this latch, but that's not a big job. That is not a big job at all. I'll go around in second this time. Yeah, I've got some air in brakes, but we'll vacuum that out. Like now, we've actually got some seals to use vacuum. She'll pull off in second. She needs a bit of revs, but so that's a bit of a treat for you anyway, isn't it? A run out in FB. But hey, it sounds cracking. Sounds absolutely lovely. It's just ticking away there, idling lovely. Because I've got a rear pipe to finish off on it, and that'll. I suppose what I am saying to you in this video really is like well, I know you love this era and I know all that, but it is, well, it is coming to an end, full stop. I've said a billion times before that. We've got a reverse, yeah, we've got now a reverse. We'll just check we're going in right, ain't got my mirrors on yet. Bit of something unusual fire on Wednesday. But even though everything missing and this, that and the other, I've persevered and I've got this one alive and sorted. Like, I've still some little niggles, I've a bit of a mopping on paint, but you've been out with me now, you've seen it's a running driving. I mean, I've no doubt when it's all sorted and done before it gets taken up to him, because he's at Lancaster, I'll do a new view where you're out at Windsor. So take care everybody. Give us a like, you like video. I mean, obviously subscribe to the channel if you want to see things like this and hear me tell. Well, I don't need to tell you the same tale over and over again, because it's. I tell you where we are now. We're at a point where the parts things has become a crisis. You've got to have the knowledge. So if you want a classic car, do you want a classic car? So it's simple as that. And pass a comment on what I've said or whatever, but it's just a few events that have happened over the last month, and well, we're in a different place. Classic car world's in a different place. Let's leave it at that. So, I'm turning camera over. Catch you later.